Happening, my lovely, wonderful people. Alhaji Atiku Abubakar fired seriously at Inec. Your assurance for a credible election was crap. You never intended for any credible election. It was worthless. Unconvincing. Atiku fires at Inec chairman, ask him to resign to save his face. So a lot of persons, of course, in every race, there are winners and losers. Nobody enters a race thinking that he will not win. Everybody is of the conviction that, oh, I will win. And so that's the normal, facet of, every election. Yes, or contest, as the case may be. But as we stand now, what really happened is that a lot of people feel that the results could have been more transparent if things were done decently and in order. And we did not quite see that transparency. Some people felt that this transparency was really undermined, that it was not what it was supposed to be. Well, Atiku has fired back at, Inec chairman saying, this is not right. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. The People Democratic Party presidential candidate Alhaji Atiku Abubakar has slammed the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Inec, Professor Yakub Mahmood, for promising to deliver credible governorship election. Late Nigeria recalled that Yakub had stated that he would assure that INEC staff found to be negligent during the presidential election will be barred from engaging in the March 11 governorship polls. They will have no place in there. Yakub had in a meeting with resident electoral commissioner promised to ensure they stick to the use of the Bermuda Voter Accreditation System, BVAS. All staff found to be negligent, whether they are regular or adherent officers, including collection and returning officers, must not be involved in the forthcoming election. Every one of us must be immediately prepared to ensure that we do not allow any disciplinary actions to be taken on anyone found wanting. Evidence of wrongdoing has been, if evidence of wrongdoing is established, we will ensure that we put that to a test and bring it to an end. In a statement on Sunday, Atiku's Special Assistant on Public Communication, Mr. Patrick, described Yakub's assurance as worthless and unconvincing. Shaib added that INEC chairman was not only trying to save face after conducting the worst election Nigeria has ever witnessed since independence. He asked Yakub not to try to deceive Nigerians again after the shamble performance INEC was involved in the February 25th, 2023 election. Atiku's aide also commended the United States ambassador to Nigeria, Mary Beth Leonard, for admitting that the election were far below expectation of Nigerians and nothing really happened, that what happened was wrong. That's what the US have said, by the way. They said the election that occurred was far below. That was not, the US has responded that the election was not, is not what is expected, that something went wrong, and, they showed, a stand of no confidence in the election that produced Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, saying something has gone wrong and that, Nigerians are disappointed, and what happened should not have happened in the first place. Mary Beth has already told her country that, what happened, the people are still very much nursing the wound. They admitted that the election is not what it should be. Okay, that it was not what it should be. So, in fact, they are cautious now. The US is cautious about celebrating or going ahead to send congratulatory message to the president-elect. So when you look at the whole thing, you see from the lens from which we are speaking on some of this issue that, there is something seriously and sincerely not right. So whether you like it or not, there is something seriously wrong here. Okay, there is something seriously wrong here. So every single one of us, must ensure that we do everything humanly speaking possible and bring Nigeria back to its original credible place. Okay? I mean, he has spoken. He said, I don't have any assurance, any form of, credibility in the face of these people. None of them is really, none of them is really speaking the right languages. Every one of them seem to have, some tricks up their sleeves. And INEC did not make it easy at all. INEC came there, and what INEC has done has shown that they are not even prepared, they are not sincere, they are not honest. People are, I mean, the whole thing they said they were going to do, people found it very, very annoying, that there was no truth in all of this. So whether you like it or not, Nigerians are not happy. Yeah, Nigerians are not happy. It is not trying to say no, it's the honest truth. Okay? Nigerians are not happy. Okay? So whether you like it or not, there is the honest position for us as a people, as a nation, to ensure that we move forward, we make real progress, and we do that which is honestly sincere and, and bring us to a place of prominence. As we speak today, the eagle of Nigeria has stopped flying a long time. In fact, the eaglets, I know the problem there, because it's the eagle that teaches the eaglets to fly, so that there is a continuity. There will always be an eagle in the sky. Now, the problem with that is that if the eagle tried to come out of the nest, because there is a nesting period by themselves, there is the tendency of them to be crushed before full manifestation. Because when mother eagle tries to teach her young eaglets to fly, she allows them fall. And as they are going, it gets to a point she knows that they cannot sustain themselves. She goes and stay right under them, pick them up and bring them back to the nest. She tried this a few times as their wings begin to grow. And guess what? With time, they will begin to fly instead of falling all the way down. Well, the problem there is when mother eagle is not there, they will go all the way down, like down, 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 and be crushed by a very big rock or whatever. And even if they're not crushed by a rock and they fall on the sand, the height, they break their legs. There is no more use of the legs and what have you. And the issue there's more trouble, more problem than you anticipated for. The eaglet can never become the full-blown eagle and have all the full potential and be able to experientially become what it's supposed to be, see from that heights of heights. So Nigeria is like that eagle that, has lost direction and bearing. Sorry to say, sadly, these are some of the reality staring us all in the face. So if we really want this nation to become what it ought to be, there is the need for urgent attention. Okay, no gainsaying. Let's call a spade, and let's come out of every oppression that has been instigated at us by those who are supposed to be leaders. Bye for now.